Welcome to Patagonia, the first game of the fourth set today. And we have Team Maztek versus, well, I think it's Spirit of the Capybara. I'm pretty sure that's what that stands for. But anyways, they just go by Capybaras for this tournament. Let's introduce the players here. We have VirgoCupAOE Age of Empires in the Britons, or playing as the Britons in the blue. In the green here, we have Irving C playing as the Franks. Then we have Mr. Osovi 8 playing as the Indians in the teal, and definitely is also on Twitch. And then here we have Jack, and Jack is playing as the Mayans in the gray. Awesome stuff. Then in the orange here we have Koreans from NDGT. Okay, that's interesting. We have Spirit of the Day playing as the Berbers in the purple. Then we have CGAOE playing as the Sicilians in the yellow. Interesting. I wonder if Sicilians are that much better now in team games. I think I will have to see. I'm curious about it because they've gotten so many buffs in the last few months that Sicilians actually might be in a good spot right now. I think Sicilian Cavalier with Hallberg, which we'll talk about if we actually get to Imperial Age, might actually be beastly here. Anyways, last but not least, we have Maski playing as the Ethiopians. Very strong flank civ. Britons versus Ethiopians on this side. That's going to be interesting. Now, we've already seen this map often, so it's basically Arabia. We'll all be familiar with it. The wood lines, of course, are different than on the new Arabia that we are cursed with in the map pool. Or if you like it, then I guess you're blessed with it. It's a personal preference. I personally don't quite like it. But yeah, that's not what we're talking about right now. In any case, let's look at the resources, shall we? We got a main gold for red. It's kind of in the open, but I guess if you wall towards your DC, it should be okay to take. Because the other golds are here, which is terrible, and here, which is worse. That gold is closer to blue than it is to red, to be honest. Okay, almost. Wow, it's like the secondary gold in the New Arabia now. God damn it, I'm talking about the New Arabia again. I promised myself I wasn't going to rail on that. I kind of find myself doing that a lot in streams, and I want to keep doing that. It just made it so bad. Anyways, forward gold for blue. That is horrible. Oof, that's a terrible gold. Luckily it has a gold in the back. That's pretty safe, especially if you wall between the wood lines. Should be totally fine. This gold is kind of awkward. It's on a hill, kind of far out there, so I don't think he's going to go to that one. I doubt he's going to... I mean, he might try to secure this, but you have to secure it with either aggression or fortify in front of it. So we'll see what blue has planned here. Now on the other side, we have a main gold forward for gray. Again, both teams having... both sides of this team having a rough gold generation here. This gold in the back is okay though. If you wall right there, it should be good. And I think this is also belonging to gray. Yes, this is also gray's gold. Even further forward, probably not the safest gold. Oh, I've actually not been talking about the berries. Berries in the back, that's good. Where's the berries for blue? Closest DC, that's fine too. Not so nice for red, but again, he has safer gold, so I guess it's a trade-off. And then we have orange. His berries are slightly forward, I guess, depending on how he walls. And then his gold, main gold, kind of out in the open, right next to another secondary gold. And I guess he can still take this gold if he walls smartly between these wood lines. And he'll have to wall over here too if he realizes that, otherwise there might be a hole there later, which you should pay attention to. Okay, well, blue is signaling where red is. Good teamwork. I mean, I'm sure that these teams, they will be... I'm going to assume that if you're a Category A Civ, your team is probably going to take this a bit more seriously. They're probably going to prepare a bit more. Will have more strategies prepared. They will definitely be on TeamSpeak and stuff, or Discord or something like that. They will be talking constantly. So I'm going to assume that all these teams, they are going to be prepared. They're going to be ready to play. And we are about to see some fireworks. I hope so. This bird looks drunk. Look, it's like wiggling. in lieu of anything else to talk about. Okay, well, of course we'll have to pay attention to exactly what the players are going to be doing. A forward mining camp. It's kind of a Tetris mining camp too, so that's not hot. But 3 on gold, which tells me straight into archers. But that is risky when you take this forward gold. Like, at least take the back gold then, right? Does blue know about that? The CGR says another team of Group C. No, this is actually Group A. So these are the higher level players. Blue does know about that gold. Yeah, so this is gonna be good stuff, I hope. I didn't want to follow the last setup with another category C because it was a pretty long set. It was like 2 hours long. In any case, what's going on this side? We're gonna get, I guess, straight into archers for the entire Capybara team. Same for red, but okay, scout engagement over here. But yeah, red can just send a villager to stop that. And I think blue's he really wants to snipe this scout, and he's gonna get it too. Red, that is kind of sloppy from red that he let that happen. Honestly, like, that should not happen when you're next to this many villagers. Like, there's no way. Well, it's going to be straight into archers for pretty much everyone, except for Grey, who's drushing. Or men-at-arming, or if he gets men-at-arms, that is. He's getting some decent damage in here. This villager has to run away now, has to forcing quick walls on the gold. Let's see if he can do more damage with this. I'm still not, like, for me, I'm not entirely convinced whether men-at-arm or militia forwards are the way to go in team games, 4v4 team games. Because it's just too easy for the pocket player to send in scouts, and the scouts will mop up those militia really quickly. I wonder if it's just smarter to just go straight into archers, so that your numbers are going to go up a bit more. Here come the scouts for Teal. Of course, I did say that the scouts for purple could mop this up, but not when Teal is sending scouts and is helping his teammate over here. So purple is probably going to have to save orange here, because orange, he can't make a lot of archers because this is his gold. He's actually had to go out to this gold over here now. I think he should probably wall this a bit, just to secure that a bit more. Going on the other side, relatively peaceful. A tower from blue. Yeah, I think you kind of have to. Because he went for this gold instead of the front gold. This gold is so exposed, he's not been able to wall around it whatsoever. If at any point pressure comes in with scouts, you're going to get pushed off this gold. It's going to hurt your archer production, so you probably have to tower this. It sucks, because now you don't have stone for town centers. But I understand it. It makes sense. Well, purple's now clearing up the forward from Grey. Grey's also losing some archers. That's kind of sloppy. Didn't group up with his teammate over here. That maybe a bit of communication breakdown. A good song too. That means that the archer numbers for orange are probably going to be a bit better here, because he didn't lose archers. Also, these are Korean archers. They have more HP, I think. Oh no, wait, that's Vietnamese. Never mind. They have the armor upgrade. Never mind. That's it. What's going on this side? Ooh, wait, it's yellow. Never mind. I was gonna say, scout player running into red base, but it's you know, his teammate, so that makes sense. And the reason for that is that blue is actually he got in here, he killed a villager, a spearman, good stuff, micro, but he has to make sure that he runs away. You need to join up with green here, otherwise you're just gonna lose this forest. Oh, just interesting. Okay, so green is actually running away from this, so blue must have told him, don't go here, we're not going to win this. Just find some damage at yellow's base, for example, because yellow has its scouts forward now. Or they're actually over here. A lot of scouts, too. And mind you, these are Sicilian scouts, so making spearmen against them, not actually the play. You actually have to out-scout them. That's what you need to do with the... Because spearmen, they take less bonus damage from their counter units. And green is going to try to find some damage here. Yellow did notice that, so he's sending his scouts back. He's going to try to quick wall this. Quick wall the wood line. But yeah, this villager is going to go down. That's nice damage for green. Very good stuff. Yeah, yellow's trying to trap this army a bit, but he still has to reckon with these scouts. His scouts are still kind of far away, so still room for green to do damage here. Quick wall for yellow. Quick wall. Nice. Nice. Awesome stuff. Good quick walls. Okay, now you need to make sure that it doesn't break through us. We had some lag. No! Yeah, the classic mistake. You have the quick wall, but you're only building one of them. Ah, this sucks. I mean, still some damage for green, and green's just gonna run away with this now. These are tanky Frankish scouts, so they're also better than the Sicilian scout, but just lacking a bit of numbers. Besides, the damage was really good, so I think green will be happy with that. Looks like red's gonna team wall over there. I like that. What else is going on this side? Man, casting 4v4 by yourself is exhausting, man. It really is. You have to look at everything. You have to constantly look at the mini-map and see where else everything's going on. And half the time, you just miss half of what's going on. As Orange is microing and fighting up the hill because he has the archer numbers to do so. And Purple wants to swing around to engage them, but I think Purple should have just engaged the scouts there. I think this is a mistake from Purple not to protect Orange, because Orange is now losing a lot of archers here himself. They do clear up Gray's archers, so that's a good clear up for them. Gray now feels forced to tower his gold. He probably had to, because the gold was pretty crappy forward. You can always go to this gold, though. Yeah, this is not ideal. Not ideal at all. I think the tower does go up. It kind of protects the gold, but it's not ideal. Honestly, the tower would have been better right there. As far forward as you can get it. Because Orange can still sit right here. Maybe here, and still arrange some of these villagers. Yeah, you better hope that there's no hole here. Let's see. No, we're good. Some good damage from the Maztek team, but the Capybara team fighting on the other side, and red is kind of he's camping behind walls. That's probably what he should do. The archer numbers for the Britain player a bit better. Britain archer range, of course, work faster, but Ethiopian archers fire faster. So it's kind of like you'll have less archers, but they will be better archers. Nice pick off for Orange there. Gray is trying to keep this army out. And he has to, because he hasn't clicked up yet. He's actually down a bunch of vills here too. It's only 38 villagers. And Teal's clicked up to the castle, so he does not have the resources to make a lot. He is on 3 stables now, so he's going to spam camels in the next stage. Camels, of course, are worse against crossbows than knights are. So this is going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. And mind you, the Berber player can easily match the camel numbers. Oh, interesting. Okay, so blue and green here, they are about to get into yellow's base. Red is not here with his army, so yellow cannot fight this on his own. Really good stuff for green and blue. You gotta keep your teams together though. Okay, red is now here. Let's see what the micro is like. You don't want to lose your numbers. Because red is going up to the castle age. Red hasn't even clicked up yet, so blue will want to keep his numbers alive. And green losing a lot of his scouts here. And now the scouts can bounce on these archers right there. And blue can lose all his army now. He notices immediately that Britain archers fire less fast than Ethiopian archers. Yellow's just going to run away with the scouts. But look how many archers have already gone down. This is not ideal for blue here. He goes to the castle age. He wants to upgrade his units. Hill now for blue. But again, only 6 archers. This is going to be a giant clear up. That could have been better for blue and green, it seems. I mean, green will have knights now, so, you know, the Frankish knights, nothing to complain about. Still blue with this forward, though. I think he should town center this. Or town center this gold, you know? Something. You gotta secure your gold somehow. Look at that crazy wall. It's crazy. Going on this side. Okay, purple got into Gray's base. Oh, quick wall. No, the quick wall fails. But luckily, Gray is smart enough to just fight with villagers because it's only 1 scout, or 2 scouts that can really attack here. But villager going down, another villager going down. Gray is forced to eject his archers, but Teal is here to help with camels now. And camels will clear this up really quickly. Could have been worse for Gray, so I think he got off with, he got off easily there. But again, that archer mass in front of your base, that's scary. That's scary stuff. And green is actually diving here. I think that's a mistake. I don't think you should dive with the knights there. I mean, he is killing a lot of archers from red. I mean, look how slow those knights die. He's definitely thinning out the numbers. I think, actually, I think this was worth it. Look at the archer numbers for red. They're so low right now. And red is not even up in castle age yet. So 4 knights were able to clear, like, what? 15 units there. And they're plus 2 knights, that's why. They're Frankish plus 2 knights. Holy crap. And now you have a problem because now you don't have the archer numbers to contest the blue once you get to the next stage. And the thing is, what are you going to upgrade? Are you going to upgrade the skirmishers or the archers? Skirmishers are going to die to the knights. I think you should stick with archers. Ethiopian archers are just that much better. Michael from Blue. Blue is happy to take this fight. The more archers he kills now, the less red will have to upgrade in the next stage. I don't know. Something went wrong with yellow and red with the macro. They're up to castle age pretty late. Their army numbers aren't there. Lots of pressure coming in from green and blue. But orange and purple are doing the same thing on the other side. Now, gray is in the castle age, but he's so far behind in archer numbers. He's also not consistently making villagers, I noticed. Like, look at his vill count. It's almost identical to what it was before. When I last looked at it. Oh, and Gray! Gray's out here by himself! Why are you not waiting until your teammate gets there? I guess they abandoned the hill. These knights are +2. They can pounce on this. Gray could lose all his units here. Oh, Gray. You send it a choke point? I think there's a hole there. Good micro there. Good micro. He's killing a lot of knights, but he's losing so many of his crossbows. And we're seeing that thing that often happens in team games. It's just kind of like a clockwise attack, where blue and green are attacking red and pushing through. And now here we have orange and purple brutalizing gray over here. But that's a lot of camel numbers for teal. Teal is on multiple town centers. Indians have cheap villagers, so the boom should be good. Green has also added town centers with all the damage that he did. And is doing, mind you. Wow. Is doing. We were looking at the wrong side of the map. Look at that. Red is forced to throw up some panic TCs to protect his villagers because the knights are going to be in. Is it going to go up? I think it will go up. Yeah, it will go up. It will go up. With some losses, but that's fine. That's fine. Red is still alive, but barely. Now, luckily, if you're going to do low eco pushes, archer civs are the way to go. Because archers are relatively cheap compared to knights. Like, if you get hit like this as a knight player, you're kind of dead. But honestly, red is kind of dead, though. Like, the knights are still streaming in, or green is still streaming for it, Frankish knights. Yellow does not have the economy, it seems, to deal with this. Ooh, that's a nice fight. He's actually picking up a bunch of crossbows from blue. That's a nice fight for yellow here to pick that off. And blue has had to run all the way back, but now green is here with the knights. These crossbows are saved. Look at that. Green is just taking out the town center. Because there's nothing to defend this. I'm not really sure if red is going to be able to survive this. Red is taking so much damage right here. He's never going to be able to get up to fight here. And then, you know, he's on 33 vills. Yellow is only on 44. So yes, orange and purple are doing a smashing job on this side. Although... Okay, purple, you gotta get in front here because you don't want the camels to get to surround, and they have the hill too, and orange has to back up now. And although these are camels, they still all are Indian camels, so that could have been really bad if purple didn't react to that. And crossbows now too from gray. It's not gonna help much because it's only a few crossbows. Only 12. Okay, knight numbers for yellow finally getting to a point where he can defend red. But is it going to be too late? Like, at this point, both green and blue have been able to sit back on multiple town centers and boom, you know? So even if the left side is not really pushing, but more so holding the side of their map, that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to stop what green and yellow is throwing at them, and yellow is going to die to green's knight. And again, a clear up for green, and red is going to lose. He's trying to 3-town center this. He just built it and he's going to lose it again at some point. Trust me. Because green's just going to send the knights right back and kill it again. Poor red. He's just sitting there like, team! Where's my team? Your team's like the king of France, you know, like when Joan of Arc is besieging Paris, sending reinforcements. A militia and a scout. Please. That's historical, actually. That actually happened. Well, I mean, not a militia and a scout, but the reinforcements that Charles sent were bad. Very bad. And at this point, what do you do against this? I mean, the Frank player is just going to keep sniping town centers. I mean, he can either go up to Imperial Age, which is exactly what he's doing, or he can spam more knights. Either way would have killed red. As soon as Paladin are in here, it's definitely over for red. Now it's all about, can the other side get a definitive push in? Because if the other side gets a strong push in, then there is still a chance. It's all in team games. It's all about who kills the fastest, who dies the slowest. That's what it's all about. Purple is not up to Imperial Age though, and teal is up to Imperial Age. Of course, with the better boom for teal, I should imagine. 90 villagers to 83. It's pretty close, but again, Indian villagers being cheap, definitely helping your boom here. They're still holding. This hill is important to control. I think you might even want to castle that. Maybe. I mean, the trebuchets are going to come out at some point. Especially since orange is up to the Imperial Age, and orange will have Arbalest, and that might swing things in their favor. Because if teal does not go up to Imperial Age... actually, he does click up to Imperial Age. I was about to say, because otherwise his camels would die really quickly to the Arbalest. His down center down. My god. Red, they're just letting red die at this point. They're just letting them die in the hope that maybe the other side can push, because they know they have a score lead on that side. If you look at the score for purple and orange, it's pretty good. The red is dead. Red is totally dead. 14 villagers, and I think most of these are right here. And we're just watching the slaughter unfold. Does red still have villagers now? No, that's it. Red is out of villagers. Red could actually get defeated this time. And they called it GG. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty GG. Now that green is Imperial Age, you know that the Frankish Paladins are about to come out. They weren't getting a push in on this side. Like, again, good job by Gray. With less economy, he's just been producing like a madman. Not booming, because that wasn't going to help. You know, it's been producing a lot of archers, and now his crossbow numbers were similar to Orange. And camels. Full camels. And teal is actually going to fight this army before the upgrades come in. Arbalest is on its way. And now these Indian camel riders, they do have more pierce armor because he just got the Imperial Age. So that's 4 pierce armor. The crossbow is only doing 3 damage, just like as if they were fighting knights. Orange is losing all his numbers, and that is the decisive moment. I know that the GG has already been called, but this, if anything, this was the clear up that they needed. Because it's going to take forever for Orange to get his numbers back. And Purple, if he wants to go, he just went to Imperial Age. It's only Purple with an army now. I think Red got defeated, didn't he? Or did he resign? No, he resigned because he didn't get defeated. Well played in chat. I think the Capybara team is just kind of sitting there, kind of taking a breather because they know they lost this game, but they want to mentally prepare themselves for the next game. That makes a lot of sense. So I understand that they are resigning a bit slower here, but here come the resigns. Purple probably just wants to fight with his army. Or not. It would have been GG. Heavy camels, no way. Indian heavy camels, definitely no way. Come on, Purple. Come on, Purple. And there he goes. Okay, GG. This was a good game. I mean, it was shorter, but it was, you could see the level of play was a bit higher than before. Definitely, like, macro-wise, players went up to the next stage at the right time. Where possible. Good stuff. Yeah, the KD for green was definitely the MVP for Maztek there. Getting into red space and doing all that damage, that was huge. That was so huge. And unfortunately for orange and purple, they weren't able to get their economy lead and use that to kill gray and teal, because teal did a good job producing, gray did a good job producing, and again, they knew they weren't going to be able to push. All they had to do is live longer than red and yellow, and they did that. So GG. Looking at the economy. Again, the boom for purple was pretty good here, like, but also impressive boom for blue here. Like, he definitely got a lot of resources collected. You can tell over here. Flank players getting to 106 villagers is unique, to say the least. Usually that doesn't happen. You get more like a number like this. A poor red, ending with 0 villagers. I mean, at least he didn't get defeated. I guess there's that. My god. Yeah, look at that timeline. That's crazy. Well, it's 1-0 for the Maztek team. Capybaras are behind by 1, and they'll have to find a way to get back if they want to win this set. So let's see. Let's see what they can possibly do here to come back. Because, of course, if they lose the next game, then Maztek takes home this point, and Capybaras will, well, they won't have a point. This is going to be easier in the playoffs. I can just say, Maztek continues and Capybaras is out! But, of course, they're not out. It's only the group stage. We're a long way from the playoffs, for sure. With 118 teams? It's going to take a while. Oh yeah, right. You're waiting for me, of course. Let me load up the second game here. And here we go. And what do we have? Okay, we have Urales. Urales, so Uralic Mountains or something like that, I guess. What it translates to. On this map, you start without a town center, so players have to build their town centers. Kind of like Step, you know, where you don't really... I mean, you're not going to really run across the map, right? And town center somewhere else, but you have some freedom in where you put your first town center. You can put it on the deer and the wood. You can put it on a gold. Now, of course, you're pretty far away from your opponent. The players are separated by the Uralic Mountains, right here in the middle. Kind of like mountain range, I guess, in a sense. That Empire Wars map. So I could see Tatars being pretty good here, defending the hills. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, maybe not in the 4v4 game. Take a sip of water here, and I shall introduce the players. Okay. We have in the blue, we have Irving C. playing as the Saracens. That's interesting. Okay, that's a... I am very curious what the strat there is there. Is he going to go fast imp into building destroying Arbalest? Like Leary did that one game? That was pretty sick. They'll need help from his pocket, here in the green, Vlad AOE, playing as the Mongols. Interesting. Then we have Lithuanians from Teal, a very good sip, I'd say. Although I'm not sure, are there relics on this map? Yeah, there are relics here and there. Actually, there's a relic right next to his town. Wait, so everyone has a relic in their town. That should be easy then for Teal to get all the relics. Or get 4 relics, I mean. Interesting. Okay, and then in the gray here we have Jack playing as the Aztecs. Alright. Then in the red here we have Andy GT playing as the Byzantines on the flank. That's interesting. Then we have Malians for Maski, and I think Maski, did he play in the last game? Yeah, I think he did. Malians. Yeah, I can see that work as a pocket set for sure. Malians could do both. I think you could put them on the flank too. They have that flexibility. Then in the purple we have Siki AOE playing as the Magyars, a very good civilization for aggression for sure. And last but not least we have Darker, which I think is a new player. They brought him in maybe to see if they can well, if this lineup performs a bit better here. And Teal is signaling a lot over here. Interesting. Oh yeah, well, Orange is playing as the Vietnamese, so of course Orange will already know where everyone is. Like if you look at this line of sight, boom. Which is kind of nice in the Nomad start, but I mean, honestly, on this map, I don't think it's going to surprise you a lot where players are. Because I can't see people walking across the mountains to town center your opponent. Unless you're Persians. I mean, it'd definitely be unexpected. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, I hope that there is going to be like, maybe in a category C team. Like a low elo legend team. If they decide to just, they all pick like a... Well, unfortunately you can't repeat Civ, so everyone could pick Persians and all go forward to TC drop to douche your opponent. That would be hilarious. It'd be really funny. As Orange is saving his Weakville on the board with the other villagers. Very good stuff. Gotta be careful with that. That one villager in the town center still shoots an arrow sometimes, and if that arrow hits the board last, then you lose all the food. And trust me, it has happened too many times to me. Can't tell you how annoying that is. It's like, it's just an instant nerve for yourself. So again, I have not seen a lot of games on this map yet, so I honestly don't know exactly what the meta on this map will be. Considering all these maps are made for the tournament, there is not going to be an established meta on any map, really, except Patagonia, I guess, which is basically Arabia. So, and I like that, because that leaves a lot of room for players to come up with wacky strategies and sorts. Like I said, I think the towers could have worked out well on this map because of all the hills. It works out a mountain range. I guess the Mongol player, if he gets the Mangudai, could probably make use of that too. Now, I'm not sure if the Mongol... See, that's the thing. There is always a risk with picking Mongols as the pocket, which is that Mongols do not get the final armor upgrade on their cavalry, which means that your knights are going to have the same problem as the Poles. They're going to be kind of shit, but not cheap. Like, you know, Polish knights are at least cheap, not so much for Mongols. So, in the end, you kind of want to switch into something else, which is risky, because if you're going to go for cavalry archers or for Mangudai, you need a castle, and it looks like Mangudai it is, because we're going to go to stone already in Dark Age, which just tells me that he really wants to get to the Mangudai sooner rather than later. You might actually just go fast castle here. The players are pretty far away. I think you could probably get away with that, unless, of course, you're up against Vietnamese, and a Vietnamese player will just calmly tell his teammates exactly where you are. And guess what? They're going to find you then, and then you might be in trouble if you go fast castle on a map like this. It's pretty open too. So we'll see. Well, looks like Purple is definitely thinking about something like that. He's gone up pretty... He hasn't clicked up yet. He's only clicking up now, 23 players. Interesting to see what he's going to do. Yellow too, also still in the Dark Age. Has clicked up. Orange has not clicked up yet. That's pretty late. I'm not sure why Orange hasn't clicked up. Maybe he's had some... Seems like he had some trouble with food, or is he rushing? Can't imagine he's rushing, right? I think Orange has had some trouble with food. Like, he doesn't have the food to go Feudal Age. And he doesn't have a drush. Like, he didn't make units or anything, and he hasn't clicked up yet. Oh boy. Oh boy, and that's the nomad limbo right there. You know, if you can't get that early food boost, if you can't gather enough food at the start, because you never know what you're gonna get in nomad or land nomad. So if you can't get enough food to go to feudal age to get those feudal age farms, you might be in trouble. Lots of walls from red. Got a lot of walls around his base. I like it. Fully walled already, pretty much. And it's going to be fast castle. I guess they're just playing in his land nomad then. Fast castle is often the meta in land nomad. It's difficult to go for feudal age aggression, because often the case the economies for players are going to be right around their town center, so it's hard to snipe villagers. Still think it's worth it though. I think fast castle, it really is only not a risk when everyone's doing it. If everyone's just going to go up to the castle age, then you're fine. But yellow is going to make... No, he's just going to go fast castle. Boring. Nah, just kidding. Makes sense. If everyone goes for it, that is the strategy right here. I wish that orange would wall towards purple. They might not know that they're that close. If you don't have a market up yet, then you can't... you don't have cartography yet, and you don't see what your teammates are doing. And, ooh, something's going on this side. We have scouts from Teal now, looking to do some damage to Yellow's base, and Yellow has clicked up to the castle age. He doesn't have anything in defense to defend himself. But again, this is what I'm saying. Most of Yellow's economy is right underneath this town center, except for the berries. It's often difficult to hit stuff, but I still think that Teal should try here. Now swinging over to red, but red is fully walled. I think that's a mistake. Was he not aware or something where... No, he should know exactly where yellow is. He's even been underneath the town center and all. Very interesting. I'm curious. Because red is just going to wall this out. I mean, it's easy to wall out scouts when there's no archers in support. But those archers are on their way. So it looks like gray and teal have decided to go for some more feudal aggression. That will delay their castle age. But if they can do the damage to red, who has clicked up, and yellow, who is almost there, before they get there, then maybe there's a shot here. Red already responding to this. He won't be able to wall behind this. He's going to drop in archery range. Byzantine trash, of course, really cheap. So it's easy to make some skirmishes in defense. What else do we have going on? Oh, interesting. Okay, so orange is trying to keep out blue's army here, and it did work with the market walls over here. Very nice stuff. Just buying yourself a bit of time here so you can get some skirmishers out, so purple can come to your aid with some scouts. Purple also didn't click up the castle age yet, so I guess purple's also just... He made a few scouts, but he doesn't have the food to click up yet, so... But now we have gray archers in red's base, and red cannot take his golds. Really interesting. I mean, it's forcing red to make skirmishers, which is not ideal. That's not what you want to be doing. And now, oh boy, teal... This is great teamwork. Teal is going to join up with red-gray here. And it's going to force yellow to send his first knights. Those relics are distracting me. Or his first camels, I guess. They have to go over here. And I don't think you should be going camels, actually, with Malians. I know you can, but the thing is... They die to archers still. Well... I mean, you can't produce archers if your production buildings get destroyed over here. And red is trying to drop a tower, but he's losing a villager. Gray is sitting right here. This is exactly where he needs to sit. Because red can't take his gold. And if he can't take gold, he can't make archers. Oh, do need to be careful though. Yeah, good job. What's going on the other side? Well, orange is trying to go forward with skirmishes, but I think that would just get sniped by the opponent. And wow, blue has a lot of archers over here, and it looks like a lot of purple scouts went down on that side. Still, the pressure from teal and gray on this side is crazy, and this is really gonna set red behind. Look at his fill count; it's pretty low. It's the lowest of the game. Look at yellow's fill count. Yellow's been investing a lot in 3 stable camels, or wait, never mind, 2 stable camels, but he's not really expanding his economy. Actually, he has a town center, but can he produce from both of these and make camels? Looks like no. And now gray's just sending in reinforcements. We'll have more archers. And now look, red is forced to go into skirmisher, which just get destroyed by the scouts. It's giving teal all the time in the world to get up to castle age with better economy than everyone else. I mean, look at his fill count. It's 40. It's pretty good. And 55 villages for green. We haven't even talked about green. Green has just been sitting back booming. That's all green is doing. Green is just sitting back. He is going to get up to the Imperial Age first, probably with his villager count. It wouldn't surprise me if he's going to drop a castle soon for Mangudai, if we even get to that point. The camels now from yellow. They do have some upgrades. The camels will still. I was going to say Shrek this, but I mean wreck this. They're not going to make it green. They're going to make it dead. But of course, teal's just going to stick right around these archers, and there's absolutely nothing that red can do to stop this. Red cannot stop this army whatsoever. I think you're going to need siege, which exactly as I say that, red is dropping a siege workshop. I think you probably have to. You need to get a good mangonel shot in, preferably before gray upgrades his archers. So there is a shot here. There is a shot here. Yeah, I'm loving the team walling from green and teal here. Like, all the time that they're buying themselves, it's perfect. It really is. Because purple is just kind of sitting back at home. Purple is actually under attack by blue. Ah, the Capybara team is falling apart. It is so not great right now. All this farmland can be denied, and if you don't have the farmland, you can't make knights. Oh no. Oh, I can't look at this. I really can't. This is... And now purple is just kind of running away with his vills because he wants to save as many as possible. But yeah, blue notices that, so he's just going to run that down. Oh, man. Well, they did get it clear up, I guess, on this side. Looks like it. Or did they just walk away? They walked away. Smart. Smart. So they did the damage, and now they're just going to walk away. Like nothing happened. In the meantime, here you have purple trying to keep out Saracen archers with an unfinished palisade wall. That is not going to happen, trust me. Saracen archers with the extra bonus versus buildings? Nuh-uh. And the thing is, these archers can just swing right over to yellow's base if they really wanted to. Because yellow has to keep bailing out red. And then if yellow leaves his position to go save his own base, then red dies to the crossbows again. It's just really sick play from the Maztek team. They're just doing really well. And mind you, green is just sitting here untouched. Blue has been basically idling both purple and orange all by himself. Because green did not make a lot of units here. And now blue is just going to take these crossbows and he's going to run right into yellow's base. And yellow will... I mean, he has town centers to protect himself. But again, there's a lot of idle eco. His army cannot go... you know, his army is over here right now. Gray can come to help, and oh boy. This is going to be brutal. 1 villager down. 2 villager down. He's probably looking at this and he's like, wait, what? What is blue doing in my base? Oh no, yellow, tell me that you're noticing this. What is he doing right now? He's microing over here. He wants to take the fight against the light cap. Teal's just distracting his army. Now he notices and he's like, what? Team, why are blue's crossbows here? Purple, orange, why... Did you just let them walk right through you? And the answer to that is yes, they did. Literally. Pretty sure blue just walked right through both of their bases. Well, purple made it to Castle Age here. He's going to be sending some knights out. He'll have to come help his other pocket to deal with these crossbows. But now the gray is here with crossbows too, and yellow is still getting kills. And now green is going up to Imperials. This is just really good play. He's already preparing the trade here. He's going to go into Mangudai because he's building the castles, 1 castle up. You're going to have elite Mangudai in a sec. And once that comes in, there's absolutely nothing that I think that the red team can do. I think they're realizing it right now. I mean, they saw last game, they were just a bit outclassed by Maztek. And then... I mean, what do you do against this? I mean, going camels was already a bit sketch, you know? Because they're just awful against crossbows. Like, they only have 2 pierce armor instead of 4. But still. Well, I guess here comes the Magyar player with some knights. Maybe they can take a fight somewhere, but that's a lot of crossbows, though. Ooh, shot. Good shot. Another one. Ooh, nice micro from blue. He dodged that. Okay, split micro. Very nice stuff. And he's going to get the mangonel. Oh, actually. Getting in close. Oh, get wrecked. Nice shot for red. He's still losing the mangonel, but that was totally worth it. I mean, especially, you're probably not going to win this game. The highlights, that's pretty good. Well, if Gray is just going to click the town center and fight it, he is going to lose his crossbows if he doesn't react to this. A good start of the fight for purple here. Yeah, Gray did not react to this. He's already lost a lot of crossbows, so I think this is going to be a clear up for purple. The thing is, you cleared up the Gray army. Oh, and Gray's just going to sit in the choke point. Yellow, you have to delete the market now. I don't think he wants to delete this market, but they'll have to. And green is in the Imperial Age. There's no way that purple and yellow are going to get to the Imperial Age themselves. Not if they have to make a lot of army to protect from this. F. NDGT says F. Yeah, F's in chat. Jesus Christ. They just got wrecked. They got wrecked. They're just out. What can I say? Maztek just outplaying the Capybara team. I think having one player go... Ooh, interesting. Okay, so orange is actually counterattacking now because blue sent all his units forward, and now blue is actually kind of dying to this. A bit of redemption for orange then. That's a lot of units. A combination between skirmishers and crossbows. Well, purple is screaming, mucha diff the elo. Perhaps I can check the elos of the players after this. But yeah, now there's going to be elite Mangudai here soon. Elite Mangudai is going to wreck all of this. They're such a sick unit. You do need to get bloodlines, though. Oh, losing some units there. Okay, green, how about you wait until you get your upgrades before you fight this? Imagine if orange had been able to do this from the start, but yeah... I don't know, just the aggression from the blue team, just a bit better. That early feudal aggression set back red so much that they're all completely behind now. And I think Teal will probably be able to click up to the Imperial Age soon too. I mean, he's getting to that economy number that you need. But look at that boom for green. 148 villagers. That's insane. That's a crazy boom. And like stuff like this tells me that there is still shots, you know. If Maztek, if the Capybara team had been able to do more damage, exert more pressure, I think that would have been a real shot for them. But because it's not like blue and green are like really dealing with this adequately. I mean, orange is losing a lot of units here, so it is going to get cleared up here in a sec as we have a little leg spike. Oh. Rip. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Rip to my game. Could they please fix that bug where if you click crossbows that are dying, that your game crashes? It's so annoying. Yeah, that was just the game. Hang on, I'll just start up the game again. We'll just fast forward to the end. Although I think we're getting pretty close there. Sorry about that. Some technical issues. It happens, right? But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, I think there was a real shot here for the Capybara team. I think they could have done it. Like, it's really difficult to defend from aggression, and you can see that just because the Maztek team had excellent aggression doesn't mean that their defense is as good, right? You saw how long blue was unable to do anything against it. Green wasn't able to fight it. Imagine, because, you know, green was going fast track to Imperial Age. Imagine if they had been able to exert some pressure there. If they hadn't let blue get in with the Saracen archers. I think they might have had a good shot. But now, I'm not sure. Let me get the replay. Thanks, DE. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Thanks, DE. Here we go. We're just going to fast forward through the game. There we go. We'll get see the whole game in reverse. Wait, I can. You guys can watch too. Otherwise, you have to watch my home screen. It's probably more fun to just watch everything that happened in reverse. I mean, in fast speed. Honestly, I mean, I think this could have gone either way, but I think the strategy for the Maztek team just a teensy bit better. I always think that if you are a bit more aggressive, I've seen that in team games, it has worked out better than the teams that sit back and try to boom and be passive. Because you're just gonna get, you're gonna fall behind if you fail to defend against the pressure, and even a few archers can already derail your entire economy. Look, and this is what both blue and gray, they just went for a feudal age army approach, and look, Teal sending in his scouts. Yellow just wants to click up the castle age, so he has nothing to defend this. Now, I think Teal should have gone to a yellow's base, but yeah, just delaying red a bit. But here come the archers. And at the same time, you got blue attacking on the other side right here. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, blue actually gets pushed away, and I think they have a clear up here in a sec. Yep, very nice. Orange running right back into his base. Now let's see what blue's going to do, because we were paying attention to this side, most of it. Okay, so blue didn't actually hit orange that much. That explains why orange had so many archers. And oh, look at that hole! Blue is just crazy, just walking right into this. Like, what a beast. I love how he tried to wall out Saracen archers. It's really funny. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, orange wasn't actually hit that much. Like, look how much how many archers orange has. And orange is now going to attack blue with those, and blue will not have a lot of military at home. He's trying to get that siege workshop up, but of course that's not going to happen because you have an army in your base. And see, look, it's not like blue's defense was perfect here either. You know, like, look how long these archers are in his base. I think with some better support from green, maybe, I guess this would have been cleared up a bit faster. I think we were right here. That's what division is this? This is category A, so this is the highest level of play, or at least the highest level of Team Elo. But in any case, Orange's army does get cleared up because Elite Mangudai are sick. They do have Bracer. They are lacking what are they? Chemistry. They don't think they have bloodlines either. Where do they get bloodlines? Parthian tactics is a thing too. But that's the thing. Now, even though blue took damage, green has been completely boomed. So green has the economy, already has trade running, maybe a bit prematurely, but honestly, why not, right? They can protect it. They've already walled all of this. And now you're going to have Mangudai in your face. And the Mangudai are just going to wreck everything. Because there is not a single unit that is being made by the Capybara team that can handle Mangudai. Not a single one. Nothing. You can't even go skirmishers, because skirmishers in the castle still die to Mangudai when they have all their upgrades. And now Teal is in here with a crazy amount of knights, and yellow is kind of running away. And I think the GG is called, or at least it's not called. Purple is just resigning. They've had enough. No GG called yet. I think Purple just had enough. Purple had a rough game for sure. He was about to get wrecked by this for sure. I mean, now Orange is going to get wrecked by the Elite Mangudai. They almost have full upgrades here. There's still solid micro from Orange. He's trying to dodge some shots, but I think Green, he already has ballistics. Losing a lot of Mangudai numbers here. I mean, I think he should be microing this himself. Like, you can actually dodge shots with Mangudai. Like, they're fast. So this could have been way worse for Orange. I think this is probably the best trade he can take against this. Like, look how little damage his crossbows do against one Mangudai. That's 4 pierce armor. That's almost like a knight. Forward castle now from Green. Yeah, this is over. This is over. I think Capybara will have to they'll have to regroup, and next week, or this week, I mean, try to win. But congratulations to the Maztek team. They played really well. I don't really know what else to say here. I mean, it's just pretty clear. Just waiting for Red to design here. He just wants to take the fight, and Gray doesn't get. He doesn't care. And a GG. Alrighty, so it is 2-0, and let me get the scoreboard. Boom, there we go. 2-0 for Maztek. They get the point. Congratulations. Better luck next time for Capybaras. I don't think they played bad at all. This could have. I think there were some chances, but definitely the strategy for Maztek seemed a bit better overall, right? Working together as a team a bit more. Now, they were complaining about the Elo, so I guess we... Oh. Well, I guess I can't check Elos then. Bummer. Well, doesn't matter. Recorded games, I guess. Military kills. I mean, look at the KDs, right? This tells you everything. Lots of military coming out from the blue team. Or enough military, at least, to do the damage. Especially Orange. That's a horrible KD, especially because he was fighting the Mangudai. Losing 2 armies like that. Oof. Alrighty. We can quickly look at the economy. Like, just look at that. Like the fact that Green was able to get away with this, that Orange and Purple weren't able to push Blue, like 1v2, 2v1 him, and then get into Green space. That's really what cost him the game. Because I think even if where we were before, I think they would have been able to handle it, but not for Green being an Imperial Age. Because there's just nothing that they can do about that. Not against a crazy boom like that. It's a risky strategy, but it really worked out. And it only worked out because Irving C was a god running through everyone's economy with crossbows and delaying Orange and Purple. Yeah, just look at that Green. Crazy boom from him. 157 villages, that's insane.